What kind of genius could design a murder case where every piece fits together so perfectly? Even FBI agents are dying one after another at the crime scenes. Who's the hunter? Who's the prey? And is the suspected killer really the killer? 7 of us FBI agents were sent to an isolated island for our graduation exam. From the moment we set foot on shore, we found ourselves trapped in a deadly puzzle. Our commanding officer told us a bizarre murder had taken place on this deserted island, with the killer already claiming 2 victims. Our mission was to use the available clues to identify the real murderer. Of course, both the killer and the victims were just simulations set up by our commanding officer. Hearing this, everyone finally relaxed a little. Early the next morning, something strange happened. A dead cat appeared in the bathroom, with an agent's badge pinned to its body and a broken watch stuffed in its mouth. The hands were frozen at 10 o'clock. We all assumed it was just another clue planted by our commanding officer. After breakfast, we spread out to search for clues. In a small convenience store, we found something new, a mannequin tied to the ceiling. This must be one of the victims. While we were discussing it, an alarm clock on the shelf suddenly went off. One agent rushed forward to turn it off, but he triggered a trap. A chain reaction of dominoes followed, knocking over a canister of liquid nitrogen that instantly froze him solid. Then his body shattered in 2. We could only watch helplessly as he died. The time on the alarm clock read exactly 10 o'clock. No one expected that someone would actually die during a training exercise. After dealing with the body, we tried to contact our commanding officer for help, but none of the communication equipment on the island had any signal. Even stranger, a watch appeared on the pool table, showing 12 o'clock. David started to panic. He suspected this was a message from the killer. This wasn't a training exercise at all. There was a real murderer hiding somewhere on this island. Eric remembered there was a boat at the dock that might have a radio. We rushed over, but before we could get close, we triggered another trap. The boat exploded into pieces. Fortunately, no one was hurt this time, but headquarters wasn't scheduled to pick us up for another 2 days. Until then, none of us could be sure we wouldn't be the killer's next target. We refused to just sit around waiting to die. Back at the base, we opened the armory and grabbed whatever weapons we could find. We also discovered a thermal imaging device. We scanned the entire island with it. Aside from us and a few stray cats, there was no sign of anyone else. Only 2 explanations made sense. Either the killer had set up all the traps and already left the island, or the killer was hiding among the 7 of us. Back in the main hall, everyone sipped coffee while trying to piece together the case. Most of us leaned toward the second possibility. Someone suggested the commanding officer might be the real killer. No one had actually seen him leave the island. What if he had planned the whole thing? Then suspicion fell on David. He had been parachuted in at the last minute, and none of the other 6 knew him well. Right then, Buzz pulled his gun and aimed it at David. He had just found a detailed map of the entire island's layout in David's room. David had clearly come prepared. Everyone else drew their weapons and pointed them at him too. The clock struck 12. Suddenly, we all felt dizzy. Then everything went black. 5 hours later, we started waking up one by one. Someone had drugged the coffee. We handcuffed David and demanded to know if he was the killer.